This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
No le busquen que yo soy bien salsa. Si me cucan me sacan chilosa. Yo sé que ustedes me miran sabrosa, pero cuidado que yo estoy picosa. No le busquen que yo soy bien salsa. Si me cucan me sacan chilosa. Yo sé que ustedes me miran sabrosa, pero cuidado que yo estoy picosa. Yo soy una chamaca que no se deja. Si me vienen con sus cuentos, pues sí, ajá. Nunca caigo en sus trampas de charlatán. Yo no me creo sus verbos, su bla bla bla. Picosona, pero buena persona. A veces locochona y otras medio chona. Mujerona que no siempre perdona. Yo soy una leona, yo soy una cabra. A veces mi sazón les molesta. Mis haters les enchila, mis haters les calienta. Lo suyo no me irrita ni me salpica. Yo no les doy el gusto y eso les pica. Yo soy bien picosa, on fire. Yo nunca me dejo de nadie. A mí su pique no me hace nada. Porque soy la salsa más.
Thank you guys. Thank you for coming back to this podcast. Thank you for being here. Good to see each and every one of you guys, and I hope you guys are doing really good out there. Thank you, John, for being here, my friend. It's good to see you. Really good to see you with a drink on your hand. What are you drinking this time? Okay. What is it, Bacardi and Coke? Nice. Well, did you get this for me? Because it was here. Or was it your wife that put it out here? Sometimes I don't know about you guys. Because, no, she did it? Okay. What is it? What is it? What is it? Vodka and cranberry? Wow, this is... How did you guys know I like this stuff? Oh, okay. So your wife talked to my wife and okay, well, hey, thank you, wife, for me. Thank you. I should thank you. Is that what you're saying? Well, thank you for doing this, man, or for you guys doing this. Oh, because it's your money. Is that what you're saying? Well, there you go. I guess it's your money, it's her money, and then is that how it is? It's your money. That's awesome, dude. It's funny. Look, hold on a second. Let's get down to this first, okay? I love this drink too, by the way. But what do you call it? So I wanna, before I get into this video that we're going to be playing here, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for following me, and I want you guys to keep on hitting that button down there and keep on following me, guys. Look, I'm doing my best trying to get these videos going out there. I know I haven't done one in a little bit. We've been pretty busy lately, right, John? And you and I, and that kind of thing. So it's been one of those months, I guess, right? But I'm gonna try to see if I can come up with another video, possibly tomorrow, and see what happens, and we're gonna go from there. But so before I get into what was that? Just enjoy your drink. All right. Can I taste it now? Is that what you're saying? You want me to taste it? Is that what you're saying? Okay, here. I can't really taste the. I can't really taste the alcohol much. Okay, no, she probably didn't put much. Then what? No, I mean I can taste it. Trust me, I can taste it, but I can't. Okay, so it's a good vodka. Is that what you're saying? Okay, it's not a cheap one. Is that okay? Well, I guess we'll know at the end of the video whether I'm able to make it or not, dude. Because no, it's good. It's good. I like it like I don't like it too strong. So that's a good thing that she made it like that. That's awesome. No, I didn't know who made it when I walked in. I was like, going, "What's going on? Did you make it or no?" So she's the one that made it, right? Yeah. So I kind of had a feeling because I saw her doing something in the kitchen and talking to the wife when I walked in, and I was going, okay, so she's. I had a feeling they were plotting something for me. I guess, look, I think my wife probably told her that, like, I enjoy this every once in a while. And yeah, what a beautiful weather today, isn't it? I know I just jumped from one. Let's talk about the weather, because this is that we always do here. No, the weather is beautiful out there, man. It's like blue skies. What are we? 81 degrees out there. Clear. It's incredible. It's incredible, and I gotta enjoy those days, man. Sometimes it's just one of those things, And but no, I know I was off today. I got off from work. No, actually, not off, but I had to do some stuff for work, and then I got off early. There you go. But so that's why I had to, I email you and say, hey, man, come. No, I text you, but then I email you. Because, look, sometimes I don't know whether they're going to be reading my texts or not. You always do, is that what you're saying? I know, but I email you just in case. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know if a lot of people are using emails anymore. You don't? For work only. Yeah, well, me too. But when it comes to regular, just normal people, I only did it because, I want to make sure that I want to make sure I contacted you and let you know that I was, ready to roll and stuff today. Because we talked about it the other night, and kind of like it didn't really, we didn't really, say 100% that we were going to go ahead and do this video. But, so I want to make sure this morning that I was going to be available, man. So, well, thanks anyways. But anyhow, so let's get down to this video, guys. So I have a video about this family that lost a daughter, 22-year-old daughter, and I call it Federico. Federico is the family in North Carolina. The father lost a daughter, well, mother as well, lost their kid to someone that shouldn't have been out of prison at all or jail at all. But we're going to watch this video, guys. We're going to hear the father speak on here, and we're going to follow this video. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to go from there. So let's get down to business here. We're going to go ahead and play it, and let's go.
In May 2025, we told you about Logan Federico, who was killed by this guy, who'd been arrested 40 times.
Oh, wait a minute. 40 times the guy was arrested. Something's wrong with the fucking system here. Something definitely is wrong. Why was this guy out there after being arrested 40 times? I'm sure he's done quite a, he's been in jail quite a few different times. I mean, long term in jail. And I'm sure that the things that he did, the crimes that he committed, I'm sure they probably weren't small. It wasn't like I walked into a 7-Eleven and, I don't know, grab a bag of cookies and walked out kind of thing. But we're going to hear a little bit more about this guy. Let's keep going.
We saw her devastated father
preparing to pick out the last dress his daughter will ever wear.
I can't believe I had to do that today. I can't believe I'm going to have to continue to do it until it's done.
Months later, in a Victims of Violent Crimes hearing, that father gave an unbelievable speech that you have to hear.
How many of y'all have kids? I'm just curious. Here's what I need you to do. When I tell you this story, think about your kids. Think about your child coming home from a night out with their friends.
Look, I have a daughter, well, two of them. One which is getting married. It's getting married next month. I know you already congratulated me already. Thank you, by the way, once again. And I cannot imagine. The girl's name is Logan, by the way, I believe. Logan Federico. 22-year-old. I can't imagine losing a kid. There's look, everybody thinks, look, I'd rather be the one that goes before my kids. And my mom used to actually even says that too. I remember that. And I was like, man, you're crazy. No, my mom used to always, she goes, I would never want to have my kids, my kids to die before me, that kind of thing. And, now, of course, now that I'm older, I understand. I understand exactly how she felt. Now that I'm father of two girls, and one that's getting married, as I said, next month, and one that's not getting married yet, and hopefully she will sometime. And I can't imagine how a father would feel when something like this happens. There's absolutely no words. What would you say to someone like, the dad? What words would you give him? I mean, it's almost like there's almost no words to this, yeah, you could say sorry, sorry about your loss, but there's almost like nothing else that you could say besides that, because it's a terrible thing. And this monsters, this type of shit is going around pretty much all over the country. This shit just goes on continuously, goes on and on and on and on and on. We have a lot of prosecutors out there. They're a bunch of pansies. They're very political. They're a lot of these guys lean to the left very much. Rather than putting somebody in jail forever, they decide not to do that. And these are the consequences. I can almost guarantee you this girl should have been alive. She shouldn't have been gone by now. Let's listen to this.
Laying down, going to sleep, feeling somebody come in the room and wake them, and drag her out of bed, naked, forced on her knees, with her hands over her head, begging for her life, begging for her hero, her father, me, that couldn't be there. She was 5'3". She weighed 115 pounds. Bang! Dead. Gone. Why? Because Alexander Devontae Dickey, who was arrested 39 goddamn times.
All right. Here, as you can see the list of some of the crimes this guy committed. Let me check, because this is a little small here. He's got a list. I'm sure that rap list is not a very attractive list to have on your record. It's terrible. As a father, we all we want to do is protect our kids, man. And I know you have a couple of your kids are still little, but still, they're your kids. Last thing we want is somebody, some nutcase, some monster, some damn animal to come in to rip your kids away from you. Leave you without a son or a girl or a daughter. It's terrible. Why is this going on in this country? I don't understand, man. You know, in those Latin American countries, man, there's almost, look, they're pretty savages over there. And look, I like that. I like that. I told a story of one. I remember when I was a little kid, I might have been 12 years old in my old country, El Salvador. There was a murder that took place. I was about 12 years old. My dad told me later, because I asked him later, what is this guy, what kind of crime did this guy committed? And I was telling him as I gotten older here, you know, I asked him, I said, this is before my dad passed away. I asked him, I said, look, Dad, what really happened with this guy? Well, apparently the guy that committed a crime in my home country, in my birth country, and apparently he killed a woman, and you know, he pretty much sodomized the lady with a big old bar. Stuck her in her, kind of like something nasty, something that you see probably like, I don't know, like I hate to describe this, but it's for the purpose of the conversation that I'm having here. It's almost like, you know, when you're going to cook something like a kebab kind of thing. Which if you start to analyze that, and put it in your head, kind of like, wow, that sounds crazy. Well, he was an animal. Well, that animal was sentenced to death back then. And guess what? His death was televised to the whole entire country. And it was the firing squad. Now, some of you guys probably say, you know what, that's too easy of a death. And I agree to a certain extent. I mean, I agree. But I think our laws here, look, you got people here in prison. And look, and this goes for every state in this country, even the ones who have, even the states that have the death penalty. They stay in prison for like 100 years in there, serving their time until it's time to die, right? Look, yeah, exactly. So their killing is done in, I don't know, let's say, for example, in 1985. And all these appeals that they have to go through. So by the time they die, they're like almost, I don't know, They may probably go in for when they're in their early 20s. Now they're already about almost 60 years old. And it's time to die, right? So meantime, we have this animal in prison all these years. Us as taxpayers paying for all his meals, all his stay, or this animal, making him nice and fat. I mean, it's just ridiculous. These things need to be shortened, man. Death, boom. You committed this crime, I don't know, let's say 2025. By 2027, you're done. See ya. No, I went a little longer. Just give him a little bit of time. But don't go in there for 20, 15, 20 years, sitting there and appealing. It's a waste of money. Just whack the damn guy. Let's keep going.
Times. 25 felonies. was on the street. How about that?
25 felonies. These are not misdemeanors. Felonies. This animal was, I don't know, it's like a bear out there, like a crazy bear out there hunting for his victims, committing all kinds of crimes. This is just uncalled for, man. Let's get going.
How good are we doing for our family? How good are you doing for your kids? He should have been in jail for over 140 years for all the crimes he committed. You know how much time he spent in prison? A little over 600 days in 10 years. He's only 30 years old.
He spent 600 days in 30 years. I mean, he's only 30 years. What do you say? He's only 30 years old? That's ridiculous, man. You know, some of these judges, man, as I said, I don't know what's going on with these judges. You know, this woke shit, because that's what you got. Judges that really what they do is more of they're more feelings. They don't think about the victims. This is horrible. I feel for this man. I feel for this family. The dad is as devastated as you can hear. He's not going to be able to to be in his daughter's wedding, go to his daughter's graduation, see any of her daughter's kids. He's not going to be a grandpa from that girl, the daughter. This thing needs to stop. I don't know. I just don't understand, and I don't know. These laws, man, they keep leaving these families without justice. And a lot of these things shouldn't have happened anyways. 40 times arrested. And 40 times being let out every single time. He's probably spent maybe, I don't know, what did he say? It wasn't that many days. If you add it all together, he wasn't, probably spent maybe a couple of months here and there, and he was out a couple of months here and there. It's horrible, man. Let's keep going.
He was committing 2.65 crimes a year since he was 15 years old, but nobody could figure out that he couldn't be rehabilitated. Well, you'd have to put him in prison.
That's another thing. When you have someone that's been out for so many times, 40 times, being in jail 40 times or more than 40 times, whatever, however many, do you think this person has can be rehabilitated. That's questionable. That's way too many times. This is not. It's not one, two, three times. This guy was ready to. I'm surprised that. What I'm really surprised is that she was the victim on this one. This animal could have done this a long time ago. Maybe he's got some of that. That's on his record already too, that maybe he's done this before somewhere. Maybe this wasn't the first time. Let's keep going.
To see if he could be rehabilitated. Isn't that the idea of prison? But no, my daughter wanted to be a teacher. She finally figured it out 2 weeks before.
Okay. Daughter wanted to be a teacher. Why did I stop there? Because I feel what this guy is going through. My daughter's a teacher. My daughter's a kindergarten teacher. These people, these teachers that go into this type of a field, or the girls or boys, whatever, that go in this type of a field, teaching field, they're very special people, man. That's some hard work. That's some hard job. And I can just imagine what this daughter's personality, she might have had a really sweet personality based on everything here that the father is saying, and the fact that was going into this type of a field, which is teaching. Let's keep going.
She was executed. And I haven't heard a damn word from Byron Gibson in South Carolina. Not one word. 4 months, no communication. His biggest concern was that he was pissed off about my interview and how I made him look on the Fox News channel with Trey Gowdy. How pathetic is that?
I think the guy that he's talking, Byron something rather, I think the guy that he's talking about, it's I think it's the governor of South Carolina. I haven't checked on this, guys. Maybe you guys will know. I'm thinking that's probably who he's talking about. Let's keep going.
That we're letting our 22-year-old kid visiting friends. It's all she ever wanted to do was visit friends. And she literally was executed while on her knees. And you will not forget her. I promise you. You will be sick and tired of my face and my voice until this gets fixed.
Good job, Dad. Keep going. I will be doing exactly the same thing. I would not give up and keep fighting. Yeah, his daughter is gone, but he's going to be fighting for other people, other girls. He's going to be fighting for these laws that need to make some changes, man. We can't be losing our kids like this. Let's keep going.
I will fight until my last breath for my daughter. You need to fight for the rest of our children, the rest of the innocents, and stop protecting the people that keep taking them from us. Please. You have the power. We put you in the power to do what you have to do. We're asking you, we're begging you all to stop this. 39 crimes in 10 years, 25 felonies.
Oh, man.
Can anybody here explain to me, well, how possibly he could be on the street? Possibly be on the street. How is it possible? I could sit down in a room and I could explain the whole process of how it failed, how South Carolina failed, Logan, okay? How lack of communication. What y'all did, you woke up a beast and you pissed off the wrong daddy.
Good job.
Because I'm going to put it out there, and I'm not going to be quiet until somebody helps. Logan deserves to be heard. Everyone on this panel deserves to be heard. And we will. Trust me. My daughter laid on the floor for 7 hours before somebody in that house recognized that something was wrong. And that career criminal, an hour later, went on a spending spree.
Wow. The animal went on a spend. I'm sure took their money after killing the girl. Like nothing. But he was a good kid. He was a good kid, the mom. He was a good son. He's being arrested because you people are racist. Yeah, you can see the guy's picture. You can see what kind of ethnicity he's in. He has, or he is, for that matter. You're only going after him because he's black. You're only talking about him because he's black. Look, I can care less. He could be black, purple, yellow. I don't care. The crime is horrible. Commit a crime. Why can't you just ask for the money, whatever? Look, give him the money, just walk away. Or take the money and just walk away, but he didn't want to do that. He went in there with the intention of robbing to begin with, but he decided to do other things. To take a different route. And kill the girl. It's horrible. Let's keep going.
With her debit card. When they saw his face on a video, they didn't have to do a check. He was arrested so many times, they knew who he was. They knew exactly where to go get him. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic that I'm here today.
Exactly.
Thank you for your time.
All right. Unbelievable, guys. This is another example of a parent losing a child. And there's a list of these things, man. We got a lot of these ass wipes out there, and there's still a lot of them out there. Now, ICE is picking up a lot of these guys that could potentially do crap like this. And the people protesting out there are blocking these guys from doing their job. That's a separate issue, but it still has to do with the fact that we have a lot of nutcases out there, and we have a lot of nutcases too that are protecting these people, and that includes the people, the Democrats, the leftists. I don't know. But that's another. I don't understand what happened to that party, man. But they're trying to block eyes from taking a lot of these characters. A lot of these people are not supposed to be here that could possibly commit stuff like this. Yeah, I know this guy was an African American. I get it. But just because of that, it doesn't necessarily mean that the other guys are, even if they're illegal. Look, we have enough of these people, these characters, these animals. Now we need to go after the other guys that came in through our gates. When Mr. Asswipe, the old guy, was letting all these people in. Amazing. Anyhow, we're done on this video. Well, we got... yeah, I know. It's a sad thing, man. It's a sad thing. I just don't... Losing a daughter, I just can't... I just... There's no words. Losing a child. Look, I feel really bad even for people that I don't even know. It's just a human thing. Anyhow, all right. Thank you, guys. We'll be coming back with more videos here, and we're gonna put this one to rest. And take care of yourself. Take care of your families. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can post this one, and I will have. I think we're gonna have another platform that we're gonna be going on. We're probably gonna be going on X, and in another platform as well. We're trying to expand a little bit more. YouTube is not on my list, but I'm going to try to expand a little bit more and go to different areas because this thing needs to get a little bit bigger. And anyhow, so let's keep doing this, guys, and keep following me. And we'll be talking to you guys real soon. Thank you, John. And take care of yourself, take care of your families, and see you guys. Bye-bye.